is playing five long-range weapons, a sniper, 2 Ingmars, and 2 Legros. That's are they even in office? They might just be planning on becoming a firing squad, honestly. There we go. 1-2 people just go into toxic. Ooh, getting wasted though. Wall banging, but getting wall banged back. Good trade. That's what GOOP needed. Lacking getting an early kill, but they can't keep it up for long. Lights are off. So it's night vision, shooting out lights. Flashbanging and ooh, Nomad is completely blind. But nobody goes in to get him. Nomad's still holding that. That Ingmar is nasty. Getting flashed a bit, but still. Nobody checking that. And there we go. Getting flanked from both sides. A bit too much pressure. It's now a 3v3. Arise is in the health advantage. Ooh, now they most definitely are. That time General getting sniped by Brody. Lights are off, but the flares are up, and those flares mess with the night vision. What can we salvage? No, just a regular flashbang, and we're on bomb. Oh no, it's just Dot Hyped on bomb, in fact. And Dot Hyped got flanked by Sigalo, who doesn't even bother using their primary. Very cool. We see recovery of a night vision, a torch. Ooh. Expensive toys, and Photon is in on the feast. What can we find? Something yellow, which he could not pick up. Probably a night vision. I don't think that's going to be critical. Ah, kill them. Would have been nice. Another not as new map. Classic Kill Dome. Yeah. What pushes are we gonna be seeing? Ooh, look at that. GOOP planning to send Saber into beach, but most of their forces are actually going pit, blowing pit, and then wall charging into jungle. Very interesting. Yeah, we see some nasty angles being spread out by Arise. Honestly, GOOP not blowing observation might be a bit scary. They could keep a guy up there. Arise could just keep a guy up near observation and then play the rest close to mid-range. The Saber is gonna be nasty, but if Arise manages to quickly take out Dot Hyped on the Saber, they could just play base fairly safe and just hold from base. Although it is quite a nasty push from GOOP. It's a lot of close range, and somehow Blade Runner apparently seemed to have picked up an auto shotgun. I missed that, but yeah, that's gonna win the close range engagement near bomb. If that auto shotgun gets onto bomb safely, I don't see a whole lot Arise can do about it. Arise shooting out every single thing in orbs, but I don't think we are in orbs, so that's cool. Nasty Barb wanting to push through. There we go. Ooh, that's a good molly. Quickly timed molly. That's gonna allow them room to think. That hype is tagged up, which is not great. And Postal gets taken out by a flanker in pit. Uh-oh. The attack takes too long from GOOP. They're getting flankers, but the auto shotgun just wins close range. Dotplay getting 3k actually. Crazy. I would love to see how they ran around the map like that. It's now a 3v4. We have beach control. We have bit control, bomb control even, and that's an auto shotgun. Yeah. Yep, that's what happens. If we get bomb control, auto shotgun just has free range. Just like that. And the 5k, beautifully played by Blade Runner there. That's the power of auto shotgun on attack. Nice push by GOOP, making it close with Arise. It's 5v4. GOOP on a win streak on the attack side, which is generally considered the more difficult side. Now they just have to defend, and if they don't make the same mistake Arise did on this map, just be in club when you need to be in club, they can win. Are we gonna see some funny barbed wire on checkpoint? No. It wouldn't be great. 2. Yeah, I can't read that. That's lovely. 2 Stolly. Silly? Is that a I? That looks like a T. I think it says too silly though. It is too silly. You need to actually win this one, Goop. Come on now. Regardless, nice flashbangs being planned out by Arise. They really are not messing about. Um, Goop just barb that as soon. We need a backup barb. Honestly, that backstage could easily be double barbed. Just off stage, place another barb. It feels like an obvious push that backstage. Or just have a guy floating around, between bar and that second barb on backstage, depending on which they blow. But we need people in backstage, man. It's again just one person defending. Maybe if they can stall with a molly or smoke, sure. But if it's 5 people just blowing, nading, and flashbanging into club, that's a lot of people blowing. Like 5 guys blowing. That's rough. I don't know. I don't know what you can do about that. Getting blown by 5 guys. Regardless, Arise did bring a nade. They're nading, and yeah, there we go. That's the floating barb I wanted to see. A second barbed wire right there makes the flashbangs difficult. Let them throw a flashbang or two, and then just molly it. Look at this. We're seeing a flashbang coming out right now. No, we're not. Somebody's standing a bit too close, getting sliced like a piece of pie. That's a good molly, wasting a flashbang. Arise is down to 2 flashbangs. They don't want to have 2 flashbangs. Now, if the entire team can please just get inside, Goop actually might win this still, even though it's against so many people. The advantage of a barbed wire is just so goddamn good. Photon flanking though, ooh, a bit of a very aggressive run out there. Photon being passive, yeah, checks about out, but they're holding angles. I'm not sure if Blade Runner is there. Can't really see it on the map, or are they really far away? Where are... Wow. Okay. So that panic turned into a clutch moment. Very well played by Photon. I'm not entirely sure why we couldn't just hold angles. Honestly. The aggressive runouts and such are funny. They are funny. And they're really satisfying when they work. But you're playing against Photon. Like, you can't just meme the guy. Like... He's gonna punish you for that. And he did. Photon. Don't mess around. Don't think because it's a 2v1 you can just joke around. You can get 2v1'd Easily. Such a strong defensive position. Did turn the 3v5 beautifully into a 2v1. That's the power of a good floating barb and a good stall. Now, GOOP needs to win 2 more for a tie. They can't win it anymore. It's going to be a tie or loss. 2 wins is very doable, although this map isn't the easiest on defense. It can be done. Arise is they've played this map plenty of times. This is not one of the new maps, so Arise can just... Ooh, they're gonna 5-man storage. That's fine. That's fine. Storage into Toxic, getting that light, totally doable. And then flowing out from Toxic, there's gonna be a barb there. They predict it. They're gonna torch that barb. Cool. Yeah, just use one torch, multitask with it, use it for multiple things. That's what the fuel is for. That's gonna save him a nade, which is gonna allow them to use a nade on the next map, because they nade on a previous map. Interesting barb on Dog from GOOP. I see the plan behind it in case they go through that red door, but I would place that reactively then. It's a bit too early to place that barb, honestly. That's just the barb that's not gonna do much in the current push. I would just place it reactively between Office and Dock, but we're seeing a 5-man push into storage very aggressively. Brody is a bit AFK right now, but I'm sure they're coming back. Wow, blowing and in, no flashbang, no nothing. They're taking it aggressive. Alright, they see the barb. Barb is there, torching it. And it is gone, just like that. Beautifully done. Look at that teamwork. People holding multiple angles, watching their backs. Everybody has a spot, everybody has a purpose. Love to see it. It's gonna be quite difficult to push out though. Flashbangs, maybe a bit more smokes, wouldn't be bad. Somebody already gonna go onto bomb. Yeah, applying a bit of pressure, making the defenders nervous. Hoping they're gonna be making mistakes. Dot hype does get picked up. Brody disconnected, it seems. Oh no, Brody is having probably internet issues. Blade Runner getting picked up. Yeah, we're just seeing some flanking now. The defenders are very low. It's holdable, but it's rough. We do have a sniper up into... that's way too aggressive with a mob. Oh no! And Arise just picks it up like that. That's beautiful. I love to see how clean that was. That was probably the cleanest round of all of them. Just every member knew where to watch. Every member knew their plan. What flashbangs, what smokes. Beautifully executed, and they only lost Nomad. And I guess Brody, who disconnected. That's a shame. It's a shame to see them disconnect, but also really cool to say just won a 5v4 like that. With only 1 loss. Very well played by Arise. I'm not sure if we're going into another game, or are we gonna do the interviews now? What do you say, Mr. Tetter? Game 2 it is. Exciting. Are we gonna do a break? Might need a break to get Brody back into the game, but let's see. Crazy plays. So, what did we think of that game? Crazy. Love it. Beautiful. Coop could have had it, could have tied, maybe even won. They could have tied, probably. That I feel like the Kill House map, beautiful start, a bit of a throw at the end, but they played it well. Surprisingly well, actually. A 7-4 score could have been a 7-5, maybe even a 6-6. It's pretty good. Pretty good from GOOP. GOOP with team dotted team. Oh, we got a sub for Brody, it seems. Brody is having some real issues there. For Nomad. Oh. Well, okay, so Brody is back, but Nomad is gone and is subbed for by Coconut, who is also a very solid player for Arise. Guppenstein has no subs, is playing the same team as before. Let's see if they have a bit more luck. Everybody is in, it seems, and no breaks, no breaks. So we're gonna be going into game 2 at any moment now. Right now it's 12 PM, AM, midnight. So I'm sorry if I'm yawning a bit. Ooh. And we're in map view beautifully. Look at that, we're already quickly planning out the plans. It's a fairly classic map at this point also. We've got Office. Office needs to go. This is one of the maps where Office just needs to be cleared out before you can get to Bomb. It just has overview of Bomb. I mean, how do you want to start defusing if there's still somebody in Office? Unless it's a 1v1 and you can bait them out or something like that, but as long as there are 2 people alive, Office needs to be cleared out. We do see a classic dog push. Dog is the closest one to Bomb, gives access to sorting, multiple angles, easy entrance to Office. It's just good all around. Only downside is it takes a wall charge, and it does put a lot of eyes on you. So if you blow that, you want to be into sorting ASAP. Before all the defenders get a chance to rotate around. We see some sneaky hiding from Arise here. Some crazy spots to be in with an Ingmar. See a shotgun, Blade Runner with a shotgun, probably just going to rush. Just rushing Office. Are we splitting up? Are people going green? The servers are pretty good. Nobody's defending servers on this map. It's just a free entry basically. Although it is quite a walk around to get anywhere. A dual push into Office from both sides wouldn't be bad. Uh-oh, that's a shield coconut. You can't shoot through that. It's gonna... Oh, it's just gonna be a distraction. Yeah, and we see Blade Runner instantly in and... Oh no, it's dot hyped. Dot hyped instantly into Office and down. Equinox getting picked off also. Yep. Yeah, defenders just holding long angles. We see a bit of a battle in storage. Shotgun versus the rest. And Blade Runner doesn't get the shotgun connect. We do see a bit of pressure being applied. Ooh, nice teamwork. One person defusing, one person holding. But no defuse getting off. That was pretty close actually. Good attempt by GOOP. Last two people actually got really far with the bomb. Picked up a lot of kills. Would have worked if we maybe had one more person overwatching. The duel in servers, pretty funny, but it did cost them a shield and didn't really do much, apart from keeping one person busy. Ooh, and we're back onto a old school map. What do we call these? Retro? At this point, the entire game is retro. Either way, big, long storefront. Not a whole lot of interesting sidelines for the Saber on this map, but damn, that's a really strong teller. Two teller holes, one facing freezer, the other one a green door. That's, yeah, 2022 was the trench. Okay, we're writing an entire novel, it seems. That's oh god, 2022 was a trench. Oh god. Yeah, two teller holes. That's a really strong teller. That's a teller you want to hold. That's a teller you want to defend. We also have the teller door facing bomb. Basically, somebody's gonna be in teller, whether that be a defender or attacker. Shed is quite free. Two green doors. If you torch Shed, you get a lot of access. Office gives pretty good access also. Bathroom gives some alright access. These are strong entry points. Everything is strong except storefront, I feel. Storefront just has too many flanks. It looks like it's going to be a storefront push though? No, we're torching Shed. We're torching Shed and then there's just gonna be a sniper on storefront. Yeah, yeah. Fair enough. I'm not sure how much storefront is actually gonna see. Because as soon as that gets torched, nobody should just rotate. There isn't really any reason to expose yourself. Ooh! And that top gets nobody. Does a bit of damage. That's about it. Post nerf top, man. Life's rough. We see being flashbang, but that green door is being watched. Luckily, they're all going freezer, but freezer is also being watched. Yeah, and all this time, Saber doesn't spot anybody. There's somebody all the way in the back, but they're not exposing themselves. These are some crazy exchanges of fire. The entire offensive team being hauled up into office. But nobody is holding the second teller hole. That's watching the green door, allowing the attackers to push up quite close. So a 3v3 with GOOP, the attacking side in HP advantage. I think that Hype should probably switch out for a bit of a closer range weapon. We're torching teller door, that's risky, but I mean, sure. Ooh, and that's a nice trade by Nice. Okay, damaging Sigilo a lot there. That's good. That Hype should probably switch weapons and help defuse the bomb like that. Because I have a feeling Sigilo's just gonna run out and completely burst their mind off. Oh no, we see the sniper being used as a DMR right there. And Photon just cleans it up like that. Wow. Very clean. Photon just coming out of Narnia, running up, saying the cavalry's here, and just somehow bursting them down. Yeah. Good push by GOOP. Good push by GOOP. Arise could have probably held that second teller hole a bit harder. I mean, the entire enemy team was in office. Why not watch the green door into office? An ice spray would have probably done a lot of damage there. Regardless, we're back onto a classic kill dome. This is just usually 3 barbs into castle. Defense plays a bit more in the back, trying to keep an eye on the castle doors. 2 people defend castle, and the attackers just go 5 stack onto castle, flashbang it. They could send somebody pit. I'm not a big fan of it, but they could. And then it's just, yeah. You just play game. Now, if you have a lot of util to spare, you could split push, send people into the observation site, blowing jungle. It is strong. It does work, because the jungle team like draws the attention of the jungle defense, meaning castle only needs to worry about the people cooked up in castle. But then again, it does divide the team into 2 sections, which both need to win individually. And it uses one more door charge. Yeah, we're seeing a open green door and open gates. It's just the castle is wide open because they know they can't hold it indefinitely. And even if they can, the green door and the gates really don't need to be closed. An early Molotov onto that red door. No flashbangs have been thrown just yet. There we go, first one going out. Another Molotov, that's a good molly. I believe one of GOOP's members is already inside, but they did waste a molly without being able to push up to anybody. Now, a lot of defenders are in castle area. Pit getting cleaned up, because again, I don't like pushing pit. It's just too many eyes on pit. They can peek out at any moment and you can't really do anything about it. And just like that, Arise cleans it up. Nice. Sigalo, few kills with the auto shotgun. Good defense. Good defense. 3 in a row. 3 in a row on that defense, actually. Is Arise gonna get a 7-0? Arise on attack now, meaning they're gonna be playing attack 6 times in a row, and they need 4 more wins. So let's see how they can fare. Is it gonna be toxic servers, dog servers, or just a full conveyor blow? Just playing long range, you know? 5 people with long range weapons. Thing is, the defenders are likely gonna take long range weapons themselves, and I feel that the Ingmars just win from the Black Tars. Interesting. The defense GOOP is throwing out what they think Arise is going to be doing. But Arise is switching plans. They are indeed going conveyors with a shield. Are they going full green? I don't see any plans on dock, so I think it's going to be a full green. Which is honestly very doable. Because once you have office, you can just flow out like crazy. Um, there's a fair bit of cover you can move out from, and you could also just, if nobody's holding toxic, slowly see what you can get into toxic. If there are no barbs, if there are no people, you can just sneak around. It's gonna give the defenders a lot to worry about. We see 3 barbed wires, an Ingmar, and a mob. The rest is just Grubers and a neck. Those are not quite very long ranges. Oh, look at that. The Ingmar and the mob are actually playing really long range, whilst the close range weapons are playing very close range. It sounds so obvious, but that teamwork, that's division in forces, with long range being able to give fire support to the close range weapons, it works. But I need to move a bit closer in, because the defense is not blowing dog, they're actually going servers, which is going to make the life of those long range weapons quite difficult. We see a early shot. Ooh, but there is a shield there. Oh, is that a hit? I don't think that... Oh, that might have connected onto lacking, yeah. But server control has been taken. And the trades are in favor for Arise, but lacking gets taken out, so that makes it equal. Good smokes. That's gonna throw the mob really off. But Dot Hyped is watching that door though, and they really want to push out that door for some reason. Gets a shot, but no connection. Forfeits the position. We see Photon rotating through that toxic, like I said, although that makes a lot of sound, and they are getting engaged. And Photon a bit too close. Ooh, but we see a 2k just like that. Postal Dude very low, and gets cleaned up. Wow, Sigilo with the 2k just flanking that. Very nice. Yeah. Good defense by GOOP, but Arise just... The flanks, the constant movement, the constant rotation Arise is doing, just... You can't keep up with it. And now Arise has their shields and torch, flashbang, and some really good defender weapons. Not a great position for GOOP. Back on that C-Storm map, let's see if GOOP has a bit of a better defense. Arise saved by going green, and I think they went green because they want to use the wall charge here. I'm not sure if it's very valuable on castle, but you can wall a lot here. You could wall into Teller, that's pretty good, honestly. I like walling into Teller, that sounds like a plan. But you could just go storefront, you could just toss, like what do they have left? 2, 3 smokes? Just toss smokes. Just go in. Toss smokes, blow the teller door, and then just flash in and kill them all. Sounds like a plan to me, honestly. If you see that many smokes in storefront, you're not gonna be pushing into that as a defender. That's terrifying. Although the smokes would kind of kill the saber. Oh, we're seeing actually a split push. And they're using a wall charge exclusively to give the saber vision. Okay. Yeah. I mean, it also gives a rotation point, which isn't too bad. Office is nice, but wow, they're not holding office at all? I mean, at that point, you just take night vision and press freezer, right? I'm trying to see some early wall bangs. Not really connecting. Yeah, office. They won't find much opposition in office, funnily enough. Neither will they find them in freezer. The entire right side of the map, with storefront being the border, has just been forfeit. Now, I do like playing aggressively on that teller hole, don't get me wrong, but Jesus, you can't just let them have half the map. Oh, unless you do that. Bye bye. There goes Brody. That's the mob down. I don't think it's being picked up. No, the mob is just gone. They're nading. Okay, well, there you go. Could you hold that teller hole, please? Just hold that office hole. We're actually seeing half of GOOP being a bit more aggressive on the upper part. Bathroom and such is kind of just pushing. Yes. Ooh, freezer back, but oh, aggressive pushback, aggressive flow. Yeah, suddenly the attackers are making a huge push and it's kind of working in their favor. Uh-oh, you were looting while getting shot at. That's not good. Now it's kind of tie again. Ooh, Coconut getting cleaned up like that. Now it's just Photon against two people who are on both sides. On both sides of him. That's scary. Yeah, but there's somebody on the other side of the green door. That's yeah. That was tough for Photon. Not much they could do there, honestly. Nice positioning by Dot Hyped and the other person whose name I can't read. Very good flank. Yeah. What do you do against that? No flashbangs. No nothing. There's somebody in teller watching you. Another person again behind the green door who you aren't even aware of. But they are aware of you. They're just waiting for the right opportunity. So is that a 7-0? Could still be a 7-1. It's Arise. Having to push through the Skildom castle. It is mostly just the same strats we've seen before. A few barbs coming out, a bit more aggressive barbing on castle. Not sure if one nade can take out both of those barbs. Regardless, let's stay out of pit. Uh-oh. Nope, we're going pit. If GOOP plays it well, they can just take out the people in pit. I don't get pit, if I'm being honest. Like, to get into either of those doors, you're just gonna have somebody watching you. Unless you're very sneaky, and castle is already half taken, meaning the defenders have their priority somewhere else, then you can push that green door. But not before that. It looks like the entire jungle side is not going to be breached. Observation is going to be kept to the defenders. So the little plan Wartime General has, or the defense are setting up, is not really gonna do much. It's good, just in case, but could have probably also hold on to that barb in observation. And then seeing as it didn't blow anything else. Ooh, gets run out. Yeah, okay. Nice. You could, you could, but yeah, now Sigalo has an auto shotgun on attack. I mean, good effort. I can respect the effort. Yeah, that's castle control. Castle basically free, lights off, night vision on, and now it's just a matter of how quickly can I run down the enemy. That's one. And now they've secured bomb and they're gonna be defending, and number 2 goes down. Now the defenders have to attack suddenly, number 3 goes down, or 4 even, and it's just postal. Oh, they're not even gonna defuse the bomb, they want the kill, they want postal. Is postal just gonna sacrifice? And that's 5. Nice. Arise actually giving postal the chance, but postal not giving them the satisfaction of the kill. Rather just runs out into the turret. Then grant them another kill. I can see that. I understand it. So much drama being played out. And we're switching up. We have Goop on defense, Rise on attack still. We're on bank. Is it a new bank? I don't think it is a new bank. No, I don't think it's an old bank. It's no, it's not an old bank. No, 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 no. I believe I've played this. Yeah, Hall, very strong. Allows the security of vault. But then you still need to get into manager. There are ways to get into manager. Walling bathroom is one way to do so. Uh, yeah, if they have 2 entrants, which needs a nade, and a wall charge and a door charge, that's expensive. Much better is probably to wall charge or door charge hall, and then take a nade with you to get into manager. Or maybe just hall that nade in nade at hall, nade at barb in hall. Yeah, yeah, English. I have a feeling this is fairly defendable. Okay, what are we doing? Why is the drone screaming? Anyway. Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. What's happening? Did somebody just fall through the map? What's going on? Yes. I don't even know at this point. I'm so confused. It's a 3v5. Okay, 3v4. Okay, 3v3. No damage defense side, but the attackers are on bomb. And they are watching doors. Uh-oh. Ooh, and gets Equinox. Ooh, just hip fires. Just hip fires like that. Crazy. Brody just 1v3 that entire group. Now, when did bomb open? I thought there was no defender manager. Huh. I guess they were able to press the button just before dying. And that won on the round. And now it's a 6-1. Goop can only tie or lose. $100 new maps. Yay! This is not one of them. This most definitely is not one of them. This is a very classic map also. But not classic that it's one of the old maps being re-added. This is just a map that's still in the game. Backstage pretty strong. Patio not bad either. Office not played as often, but yeah. Honestly, you might as well just go patio if you want construction. Kitchen, it's alright. Bit dangerous, lots of wall bangs for the defense. Blade Runner again with the auto shotgun. Let's see what they can do this time. Probably another 5k. The attacker is getting some early chip damage. Ooh, the wall bangs are actually pretty scary. Equinox on a classic head glitch position. Yeah, getting photon just like that. Very nice. We do hear the auto shotgun shooting. Flashback going out. Actual aggressive push by Lacking. Bit of wall banging. There is nobody there. Ooh. But aggressive pushing kitchen from patio side. It is a 2v3 with Goop having a lot of very good weapons. But Lacking still has a nade. Could they just nade bomb? Ooh, lots of wallbang damage on Sigalo. It's a bit rough. Yeah. Oh, getting flanked with a tub and defenders win like that. At least Lacking did get the nade off before they died. That would not have been good for a rise. One more round in defense before we switch up sides. It looks like Goop. Wait. Yeah, Goop is actually not doing too shabby on defense. On the second defense, that is. Look at that. That's a map. Very interesting fan from Toxic. Yeah, very cool. Quite an interesting entry point. Usually the fan has few of conveyors, allowing for a risky but very powerful sniping spot, but this one is just meant as an entry point. Just use a door charge and get in through Toxic. Or just make sure that from that side Toxic is safe, allowing the server farm team to get into Toxic safely. Anyway, none of that is happening because we're door charging or wall charging a door in storage to get the smallest office we've ever seen. and sorting to secure a bomb. Yeah, I think that's the only util Arise has left, so they have to kind of use the wall charge. Okay, so we're seeing a barb in office, but nobody is in office. Huh. Oh, no, we're rotating to office. Good. Okay. World's smallest office. Wow, look at that tech. That high placing the shield to create a little hole. Ooh, scared of that fan. Understandable. This time there's nobody there, I believe, but it is quite scary. Yeah, that slit takes a lot of attention until the red door is blown, and suddenly that's a prime target. This heater barb can't really do much against it. That barb is quite deep in. Yeah, oh, that's a risky torch. That's a good barb placement. Still, a 3v3, good shooting. They were able to successfully torch the barbed wire. And they're going back for the other barbed wire, wow. Alright, well, could we rebarb that? Potentially. Not hyped still as the barbed wire, not doing much. Photon all the way outside again. Rotating. Trying to face the 1v3. No flashbangs, no nothing. And the defenders have shield, oh no. Yeah, it gets cleaned up by a KR82U. Very well played by Equinox. Making it 6-3. Arise just can't get that last victory. Back on bank, which switched teams. GOOP attacking, Arise defending. It's a fairly defensible map. Lots of angles on that manager. Lots of potential barbed wires. Could do a good flurgle also at Hall. Honestly, this could be the one for Arise. Yeah, we're seeing a flurgle coming out. Very nice. Flurgle barb that. Bit of security play, lone safety. See GOOP wanting to blow accounting. Probably not a bad idea, honestly. I like accounting more than Hall. Postal's idea. Okay. Let's see how it plays out for them. GOOP just pushing quite aggressively. Oh, first door blown. Are we seeing a Molotov? No, not yet. Are they waiting for the flashbangs? Nope. Flashbang in control of accounting. Okay. Well, accounting is just one door away from manager. I also have hall control. No, we don't actually. My bad. We've just naded the barbed wire in hall. Lucky they brought that. Goop is being picked off like crazy. The entire accounting push is dead. It's just one person in hall right now. Picks up Sigalo. Equinox. Sigalo kind of messing up that Molotov. It's a lot of Molotovs. Photon hiding in vault is a nasty surprise. But Equinox with a 2k could potentially tie it. If they only knew where they were, they would just press the button. Yeah, and I rotate out. Now they need to be quick before the other person shuts it again. But there's a person in vault. Oh, are we gonna see a vault close? Yes, it's gonna force them to get... Oh no, and this... Oh, and the vault is closing. I think that's game. I think Goop has that one in the bag, right? Yeah, nice. GG. Equinox actually clutching that up. That 1v4. Was that a one? Yeah, it was a 1v4. Good stuff. Good stuff. Kind of a shame Brody didn't close it earlier. Bit of a miscommunication. I'm pretty sure the guy in vault heard where Equinox was running. Brody could have closed it up earlier. But chose to shoot themselves in the foot. 6-4. Could it be a 7-4 again? Or a 6-6 perhaps? Goop attacking on Kill House. Quite a rough attack, but doable. Their player will go free with shield. Understandable. Since they did lose a clacker. And 2 door charges actually, I believe. They need to kind of save right now. But they might not have anything left actually. Yeah, just a fairly standard defense. 3 barbs on the spots with the most traffic. Now we're just gonna hot corners. Goop is playing with a shotgun to open doors. Then just AP-25s to get the kills. Let's see if their eco round plays out. They're also quite greedy with flashbangs. It's oh no, there we go. There's the util. Cool. Let's see how they fare. Shield doing some scouting. Not really seeing anybody, I don't think. Getting in. Whew! Wall bangs. Like crazy. Actually doing a bit of damage. Machine auto shotgun hiding. Ooh, sneaky! Do they know there's somebody behind that green door? Kick it. Ah, just a bit too late. Good molly. Nice flashbang, but can't really follow up. Using that nade to get rid of the barbed wire. Now they can actually push in. Lacking getting tagged up a bit. Goop with the health advantage. But Arise still has an auto shotgun. Ooh! Auto shotgun. Yeah, and there we go. Alright, Arise. GG, well played. It's 7-4 again for Arise. That makes the score 2-0. And since it's best out of 3, Arise wins this first fight night, fight club, fight whatever, and takes it home. Goop played very well, but Arise played just a bit better. Lovely. Now, I believe we might be going into some interviews. Both Goop and the other team, Arise. Is that correct, Tetra? Or are we going to bed? Wartime General is going in first. Who's gonna tell us about the game? Ah, look, that's the score. 2-0 for Arise. Cool.
Hello, how's it going? Alright, got it. I'll put that. Well, I think it's like, says unopened, unable to open camera, go check out.
We currently have Wartime General in chat. They're about to join us on stream.
I don't see, well, let me try to press it.
Boink.
So, this is what I see, Tetra.
Any moment now.
This is all I see. This is as soon as I hit my name in. I don't have a camera. Yeah.
Have you considered buying Due Process yet? If you haven't, go to Steam, buy it. It's worth it. It is. It's a few bucks, but damn is it fun. You can join the Discord. Just come play with us. Maybe also join a DPL team. Get good. I've heard people say it's a new Counter-Strike. I think that's true. I love DP. I too love DP. I always love to DP with friends.
Alright, can you hear me? Test, test. Hello?
Are we coming through on the stream?
Test, test, test.
Cool.
Alright.
I can hear you through Discord, but hello, welcome, Wartime. Thank you for joining us.
No problem.
So, any thoughts on that match you just played?
Yeah. Gupenstein, I was there. We're very happy with how we did today. We're a newer team, started in February. Not really. Well, we've had a lot of time to get used to each other, but still getting used to some of these older maps and these newer maps. A lot of these we were seeing for the very first time today. So these were for the most part, brand new strategies we're trying out. It's very exciting. We're having a great time doing it.
Yeah, especially exactly what this game is about, right? New maps, first time strats. Very fun to see that in DPL. I'm not sure if we've seen that before in DPL, where there's so many first time maps
I know. I think it was
coming
great.
forward.
Because even though, what do you call it, some of these maps were older, right? Then maybe the
Mhm.
older players may have known some of them. For us, all brand new. So it was great to experience what DP was really about again, since a lot of us haven't felt that since February.
Yeah, it's really well played. A lot closer than I thought it would be, honestly. Like, some
Yeah.
of those games were very decisive in Guggenstein's favor. So that's
Yeah.
fun to see.
They
Well,
were
what's up with the dot? Like,
the
why is
dot
everybody
hype.
dot?
They wanted to do a
Dot
bit.
something.
That was the bit for this one.
That's the bit.
Gotta
Alright.
present. What do you call it?
That's,
I
so
definitely
it's gonna be
say
Dottenstein?
only for now. We're probably gonna revert after this
Okay.
stream. uh, but yeah, definitely. I feel we made some very obvious blunders a few times. Like that's just stuff we have to work on by playing more together. Getting warmed up probably, all that kind of stuff. But great time.
The
All that.
usual.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any moments you want to highlight there? Because Arise did have some crazy plays. I believe
Yes.
Blade Runner did get a 5k with the auto shotgun.
Oh, we didn't even
Anything
realize.
Gupenstein? Yeah, because you all died. No, anything Gupenstein did that's highlight worthy.
Highlight worthy.
Highlight worthy.
I'm sure you all saw the run outs. That's a favorite of Gupenstein. We've been favoring
Yeah.
these auto shotgun run outs recently, so maybe we'll see more of them. I'm not sure. Not sure if it's gonna catch on or
Yeah.
not. Um,
Uh,
I felt we did a pretty good job adapting as things went into these matches, being brand new to them. Like as people started dying or getting traded off, I felt like we did a pretty good job rotating on many of these maps to hold good positions, and really helped us win some of those more crucial rounds.
Yeah, I definitely agree. A lot of really good holds, really good rotates, really good planning. Sometimes even when Arise wouldn't do that on certain maps. Yeah, very
Yeah.
nice. Going fast where you need to go fast, slow where you need to go slow. Cool.
Exactly.
Anything you want to say before we bring in one from Arise?
I think I said everything I need to say. All right.
Cool.
Awesome.
Cool. Looking forward to the stats.
Yes.
Thank you for being here to the interview.
All
And
good.
see you sometime intense
All right.
later.
See you.
Cool. So next up from Arise, we have... Who knows? Exciting. It's a mystery guest, a VIP. Who's it gonna be? Is it gonna be Sigalo? Or Photon? Or any of the other three people that are on the team? We don't know. We don't know yet, cause they are not clear in their communication. It's gonna be Photon. Fun. And are they gonna come in any minute now? Hopefully. We are working with the fates right now. We don't know who we're gonna interview. We don't know when we're out there here. Hello. Oh. We're figuring out the technical difficulties, but Photon is here and we're gonna have an interview any moment now. Figuring out some technical stuff. We should have audio any moment now.
Yep.
Are you on?
I am on.
Hello, Photon.
Hello, hello.
Hello, welcome, Photon, joining us from who knows where, somewhere on the planet. So, what did you think of the games?
I thought they went alright. Like, getting used to the new team is, a bit rocky on some maps,
Yeah.
but I think we did alright.
Yeah, because Arise recently did some switching around with the new players. You want to talk a bit about that? Like, any reason behind it and why these new players?
Well, from my perspective at least, like, Chaos, we weren't entirely sure who was playing next season, and so we kind of just, like, ended a bit of a purgatory period. And at the same time, Arise were kind of doing the same thing, so we just ended up, like, swapping some players around, trying to get some more teams going.
Yeah. Good planning, always evolving, always changing around. Good games against GOOP.
Yeah.
Some of them quite close. Even where Arise won, some of them were really scarily close, and I think Goopenstein could have probably tied a few of those. I still do you guys have like still getting used to the new, or well, let's say old maps, or have you as veteran players played on these maps before?
I feel like a lot of us have kind of like gotten back used to the maps. It's just kind of things where like some maps like don't work the same as the new maps, with like some fences you can't torch and some things you can't do the same as they would work on current maps that we noticed. And also just like the old maps just play differently, so it's kind of just like adapting back to our old play styles on some maps and current play styles on new maps. But yeah, I think like obviously being a veteran player, I've got like a bit of an advantage on them, like having played them before, and like every time I see an old map, I'm like, oh, this happened here, and oh, this map, like like knowing it from like previous
that helps.
games and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, enjoyed Wild Lost, because I think in a week or two that entire advantage is probably gone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, very nice plays. Especially, I'd like to highlight the factory push. I believe it was the last one. I'm not sure if it was on the final set of games or the previous one, but there was a factory push where you went servers on that one with the big L-shaped generator room, and we got a glimpse of a very nice lineup where everybody was basically in position, not being in each other's ways, and just holding angles, somebody watching another door, watching your back, one person torching, being covered by their teammates. Just, does it like take a lot of preparation in the truck, or is that just all natural, like everybody just knows where to go?
There's a bit of preparation at the moment because like we're not as used to each other, but there is like quite a lot of just we've known each other for long enough to like know how each other play, especially like as we've played against each other quite a lot as well. Like we can kind of just predict what everyone's gonna do, or at least like on a surface level bit. So like we know who's doing what roles. Like yeah, that's another part of it. Like we usually stick to the same roles in the team. So like that's probably the main bit of why
Yeah,
like part.
and when it works, it works. Because that round, you went 5-0, no losses, and just taking out the entire team. That just shows coordination and team play very beautifully. Making a plan and just executing it.
Yeah.
You got anything else you want to say before we close off this first fight night or whatever it was called?
I think these like fight night things are a good idea. It's good to not have to coordinate our own scrims. That's quite nice. But like being able to stream something during the off season is quite nice.
It is always fun. And it seems like the ranked looking for group is instantly getting pinged. With that, I will thank you for joining this interview and for playing these games. And I will see you somewhere in the 10s queue then.
Thank you for having me. It's been good.
Yeah. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to a close on the first Fight Nights stream, having interviewed Wartime General and Photon. Thank you for watching by Due Process. It's on Steam. Join the Discord, join the DPL team, and enjoy your morning, midday, evening, night, whatever. See ya.